Hello and welcome to episode 606 of the Daily Sales Message podcast, where every single day I share a piece of simple and actionable advice that's designed to help you feel more confident and sell more stuff too. Now, in today's episode, we're talking about luxury hotels, 5-star hotels, particularly those here in the UK. How do you sell like a luxury 5-star hotel? What are they doing that makes it so special, so magical? Now, when it comes to level of service, there's one hotel in particular in the UK that often springs to mind for most people. I know it definitely does for me, and that's Claridge's in central London in Mayfair. Claridge's Hotel. They're very, very well known for a high level of service, and there's two things that they do, way more than two things, but two things that they do that really make them stand out. The first one is they remember, and it sounds ridiculously basic and obvious, they remember every single guest. So they have files on each of the guests where they know who they are, who their sounds a bit sinister, who their family are, who they are, who their family are, the foods they like, the drinks they like, any kind of detail at all. So when somebody walks into the hotel or into Claridge's bar, they're greeted by name. The people know who they are. They take the time to understand who the person is. And I've got a very good friend of mine that stays at Claridge's quite a lot, and I meet him there for drinks on a fairly regular basis, and they actually know who I am. I'm not even a guest at the hotel, and they know who I am, and they know my favourite drink and things like that, which is just very impressive when you think about the number of people that are moving through that hotel on a daily basis. That's the first one. The second one, and I got this from somebody that actually works at the hotel. So my friend stays there so often. He's very friendly with the people that work there. And one of them, I got chatting to her, and she gave me this interesting story. See how this can apply to your own business. So they had a guest where they found chocolate bar wrappers in the bin for a particular type of chocolate that isn't available in the hotel, but the guest obviously enjoys it. The chocolate wrappers are in the bin. So they went out of their way the next time that person stayed to buy that specific chocolate and stock it in the room as a gift to give to that person. So they noticed something, they remembered it, and then they acted upon it. So the secrets of 5-star hotels, or a couple of them, are really just caring, paying attention. Do you do that with your buyers, with your clients? Do you recognize details? If somebody says, oh yeah, my wife, she's called Jane and blah, 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 do you then make a note of that? Do you jot down birthdays, anniversaries, where they went on holiday? Any kind of information that you have on a person, if you can make a note of it to recall it, then you can use it then in the next conversation you have. And this isn't just in a contrived way to make them feel like we care when we don't. What I'm saying is to actually care, to take these things on board and make a note of it. So the next time you talk to them, you can ask them questions about their life, and you can drop things, and you can just demonstrate that you care. And that's it, right? It's demonstrating you care, paying attention to people, making them feel special. About 6 million podcast episodes ago, the title of that episode was, everybody has or not title, but the theme of it was, everybody has a sign on their head that says, make me feel important. Everybody has a sign on their head that says, make me feel important. If you can make somebody feel important, and you do that by paying attention to them and remembering things and showing that you genuinely care about them, it makes all the difference. So reflect on that today. How could you do that? How could you pay attention to your clients, look at the little details, remember them, recall them, and demonstrate to your clients that you, in a genuine, not contrived way, in a genuine way, you really care about them and you value them. Right, that's it for this episode of the podcast. Tomorrow in episode 607, as I check my notes, we're talking about mystery businesses. Do you have a mystery business? You've probably seen mystery businesses pretty much every single day of your life, particularly if you're driving somewhere. I'll explain more about that in tomorrow's episode. In the meantime, if you haven't already, please hop on over to LinkedIn, connect with me there, James in your Clear Sales Message, shoot me a DM, let me know what you like about the podcast, anything you'd like me to cover in a future episode. Thank you for your time and attention and listening or watching all the way to the end. I appreciate it. I'll catch you tomorrow for another exciting edition of the Daily Sales Message.